Hello, all. Well, on Eagle Lake in Canada, Dad and I, say hello, Dad.
Hi, folks. How y'all?
We are out here doing a little fishing, a lot of conversation. I was sharing with Dad a lot of the mistakes that I made early in my management career. Gosh, it was a bunch of them. I look back and think about all the things, the times, the situations that I could have handled differently. And Dad was a very successful high school coach in Kentucky. And you said something to me as we were talking. You said, honestly, early in my coaching career, I probably overcoached and made that mistake. What did you mean by that?
Well, I think they tried to absorb. You have them to absorb too much. And instead of playing, they go to thinking. And every situation is different. Every environment is different. You can't take a college coach and everything that they do, bring it down to a high school level because, the ability level. So adjustment, you have to adjust. And that's something that occurred to me over time. I got better. I might have not have been as successful, but I was better at the end of my coaching career than when I started because I basically made them think too much instead of just playing.
I know every situation is different. Every employee that works for each of you is different. Every player that you had is different. How important was it to recognize that maybe that veteran that had been around a while and had a different level of experience, someone just starting, in many cases, those situations deserve to be treated differently?
Well, they do. And the thing that you never want to do is shut your veterans out because that's where your experience lies. Now, the young people come in, may be energetic. They might not have the ability level as the older kids, but there's not a substitute for experience. I don't care what walks of life it is. You've got to have experience, and you cannot separate that from the enthusiasm of younger people coming in. There has to be a blend.
Your successful teams, when you think back, how important are those veterans and their leadership and the example they set?
Well, I think that you can take what is going on today in college basketball. How many championships are won by one and done freshmen? Not at all. Now it's a blend of the NIL and all the experience coming in. That's where your success is at. And that's in any walk of life. There's not a substitute for experience.
There's not. And that experience rings true with all of us as leaders, that as we grow, as we get that experience, as you have that confidence to understand how to handle each situation differently. But I will tell you where it starts. It starts with each of you making sure people know that you care about them, that you have their best interests at heart. I think one of the hardest and most difficult things as a young leader is understanding that a lot of your people think if you ask them to do something, it's because there's something in it for you, that there's some benefit for you. And understanding that when you get to the point, veterans and those newer employees alike, when they understand that you've got their best interest at heart and that if they do well, you do well, then honestly, you're going to have more success.
I think the one key word you said was caring. And if whether you're the people you coach or the people that works under you, if you care about them, not just as a person and the job they're in or the player, but their overall outlook on life, if they know you're caring, that will always come back to be a positive for you and for them.
Give them a swagger on.
Swagger on, brother.
Swagger on, y'all.